Hey, what's up, everybody? Rob Marzullo here, Ramp Studio Comics. Welcome back. So, as you know, we ran a contest about 30 days ago, and it's time for the drawing, and the drawing has been done. And yeah, so the winner of the contest is Segaholic. So, I appreciate everybody participating. We had about a little over 30 contestants, entries or whatever. And it was just really nice that everybody contributed and jumped on in and gave it a try. So if you didn't win, no worries. There will be more opportunities to win in the future. This was just the first of hopefully many. But we had to try it out, get our feet wet, and see how the whole process went. So Segaholic now wins an artwork of their choice, and I'll probably document the whole thing and show it on here and things like that. So um, but he'll be the only one to get the high resolution art file, basically. So the way it works in digital art is, you could show your work to anybody in most cases for projects, for commissions or whatever. But generally, the person that's flipping the bill or whatever, the winner of the contest in this case, gets the only high res version. So that's kind of how you mediate that, you know. Um, so yeah, I'm excited to do the artwork and see what ideas he has to offer, and then I'll take it from there and create something, and we'll have fun with it. And like I said, don't feel bad if you didn't win. There'll be more opportunities in the future to win, and I appreciate everybody chiming in and contributing, and I appreciate too some people just being nice enough to say, hey, I would have shared anyways, but the added incentive of a contest makes it pretty cool, and here's my share, and so it was basically like a share entry process or whatever. But yeah, just some people were nice enough to say, hey man, I share your stuff anyways, Rob. So I thought that was really killer, because I'm always trying to progress this channel and spend more time creating content for you guys, and that's one of the ways that I can kind of do that, because the more the channel progresses and the more I'm able to justify what I do here, the better, for everybody that's part of this. And so it's really nice to hear that from from people that are contributing like that. So I figured I would draw you a quick little caricature of a person here. I don't know that it looks anything like the winner or anything like that. I'm just basically drawing up something to kind of, you guys come here for drawing, so I don't want to sit there and just say, hey, yeah, somebody won, and I'm not going to draw you nothing. I'm just going to yap it out and then hit the end, the stop record button. So I figured I could at least draw you something. This is kind of how I would do my old school caricatures when I was a caricature artist for parties. I've actually thought about going back to it a few times, but now with the way that I do storyboards, I wouldn't be able to really take large breaks, or scheduled breaks like that to go to a party, because then I could potentially lose a storyboard job, which they tend to pay a lot more. Not always, but majority of the time. But if you're looking to break into art and do stuff and make a living, and you got weekends available on holidays, because they'll actually want you to work a lot of holidays, caricaturing is a great way to do that. And it's a great way to actually get some fundamental knowledge on drawing different faces and kind of starting to see, variations in people's smiles and their squints and their, bushy eyebrows and things like that. Not to mention, it's a really great way to meet people and interact. It's a social thing. So it's really, I don't even know that it was ever about how good I could draw them, as much as how much fun we could have during the process, and people leaning over my back and making snide little comments, sometimes even towards me. It was pretty fun. But but yeah, so keep that in mind if you're looking to make a few bucks and do some stuff. Caricaturing's not a bad racket. There's lots of people that do pretty well with just this. It's funny how there's all these different art forms, obviously, and some of them are just kind of simplistic, really, and some of them tend to be the most profitable when they are so simplistic. And like this being more of an entertainment value, I would think, than anything else. But yeah, it's just I think it's one of the ones that often get overlooked. The only reason I ever found out about it was because I was going to a little bit of art college. I did like a few semesters that I paid for myself, kind of thing, and Then I quickly got to work and stepped out of that. But while I was there, I was able to see something on a pinup board at the in the halls or whatever, and it said, "Hey, looking for an artist to do a caricature party, blah blah blah." I was like, "Oh, I could do that. I draw comic books. I can draw people doing goofy stuff and big heads and little skinny necks and blah, whatever." And so that's how it was born, of doing that. And I just fumbled my way through it, but it went really well. Everybody had a good time. I made lots of tips, and I was like, I think I'm going to do this again. And I did it probably another 100 or so parties. I lost count, but definitely over 100. I had about 4 agents at one time, and just started slamming out parties and driving all over the place, mid-Michigan area, and sometimes even down to Ohio, and just doing parties. It was a good time. But like I said, with the way I do things now, it's not as doable, but it still will always hold a special place in my heart, because it was just kind of that breaking point of me saying, I'm going to get out there and be an artist, quit waiting around kind of thing. And that's what I did. And yeah, it was good times. And if you see here, I'm just kind of sketching this, but actually towards the end of my caricaturing, I didn't even pencil it. I would actually just go right to ink with Sharpies. So that's another thing that I thought was really neat about it. It taught me a certain confidence level with my art, where I just said, you know what, I'm not even going to pencil this stuff anymore. I know what lines I want to put down, and I just started using Sharpies right off the start, mainly because I was too slow. I was needing to get more sketches out per hour. I was a slower caricature artist, and even at that, at working, I would do about 8 to 10 per hour, and that was slow. So keep that in mind as well, that you'll really want to beef up your skills and take shortcuts as much as possible to be competitive. Unless you're doing the portrait style caricatures, then I think they allow a little more time for that. But yeah, do your research, do your due diligence, and make sure that you know what you're getting into, and be ready for it. But just also remember that not to beat yourself up over it, because people are looking more for the novelty and entertainment aspect than they are for some perfect rendition. So I noticed that really quickly, because my first party, I thought I bombed at it. Bomb in the bad way. I think there's people slang now, and that's supposed to be like the bomb, like it was cool, but it wasn't the bomb. I bombed at it, and or I thought I did, and everybody was praising me by the end of the night, and the agent said everybody loved me, and they wanted me back next year and all this stuff. I'm like, wow, I thought I sucked, but that was me being new to it and being a little bit scared of the whole process. So. And then you start to realize that, you can just really take shortcuts on all kinds of stuff when you're drawing. That, you can get away with a lot of kind of tomfoolery with your drawing style. So I'd always do like these little borders like this, and, and I'd always do the speed lines. I got that from comics, and it was easier than drawing backgrounds every time. So if I needed to catch up, I'd start doing more and more speed lines. Yeah, I cheated quite a bit. And then I do like little, he's a star, right? Oh, there's stars. And then you come up with these little corny jokes as you're drawing too. So get those ready. But all right, so that's about it. So sorry I deviated from the winner's announcement, but that's essentially, I wanted to give you a little bit of art like I like to do with these videos, and to let you know that, yeah, the winner of that is Jay at Segaholic. So Jay, let me know in the comments section below. Hopefully you see this, and I'll try to reach out to you, but let me know in the comments section below what you want drawn, and we'll go from there. So there'll be, like I said before, if you didn't win, there'll be more contests like this in the future as I get more time with the schedule. I just appreciate everybody contributing and being part of it. So yeah, it's always fun. Thanks very much. So keep drawing, keep having fun, and I will talk to you soon.